Hey TechKnowStuds! In this video, we're going to cover blockchain. We often associate cryptocurrency with blockchain, but they're not the same thing. Blockchain helps facilitate cryptocurrencies. So let's get into blockchain and what it is and talk a little bit about how it's used. Blockchain, or at least something similar to blockchain, has been around for a long time. In fact, a lot longer than cryptocurrency has been around. So we see one of the earliest versions come around in 1982 when it was proposed a protocol that's very similar to blockchain. And that's been altered and changed over time, developed over time. In 1991, we see some additions of cryptocurrency to lock it down. In 2008, this idea of decentralization came about. So it really wasn't popularized until we started talking about decentralization and talking about cryptocurrency. And one person that made this, or team of people that made this very popular, was Satoshi Nakamoto. So we don't know exactly who that is or what team that is, but that's probably some sort of pseudonym for somebody who started developing Bitcoin and started developing this idea of decentralization. So then that's when it started becoming really popular. So what is blockchain and what are we trying to solve? Well, essentially, blockchain is a way of securing all of our past records. So that way you can't go back in time and change anything. Let me give you an example. Let's say we're keeping some digital records here. And we're keeping digital records from 2010, 2011, 2012. So we're keeping these past records of transactions or some sort of data in the past. Now the thing is if it's just digital, we can get into these past records and just change it. And no one would know that we've changed those records, which is a problem. It doesn't create integrity with this data. So what a blockchain is, it allows us to link these together from record to record as we go along, or block to block as we go along. And so if you were to actually go back and change the record from back in 2011, it would change all records after it, causing an obvious problem with this chain of evidence, this amount of data, or the type of data that we have, making it blaringly obvious that something has been changed. So that is blockchain. That's what exactly blockchain does, is it's electronically keeping records of things, and you can't go back and change anything without changing everything else. So where would you use blockchain? Well, there's a whole bunch of different applications for this. Essentially, anywhere where you want to keep track of records and you want to make sure that old records don't get changed. So things like cryptocurrency, smart contracts, financial services, games, supply chains, domain names. There's a lot of different areas here where we would want to keep track of data and make sure that data isn't changed. So that's where we would apply blockchain to.